Just 2 years after launching one of its biggest success stories, MSC Cruises is already preparing its next megaship. And if early announcements are any indication, this might not just be another sister ship. It could actually fix many of the small complaints passengers had about MSC World America while introducing experiences no other MSC ship has offered before. But here's the question: can MSC really improve on what many cruisers already consider the company's best ship ever? Or is World Atlantic simply World America with a different name? Today, we're comparing everything we know, from dining and entertainment to cabins, itineraries, and brand new features, to find out whether MSC World Atlantic could become the ultimate world-class cruise ship. Let's dive in. Before we talk about World Atlantic, we first have to understand why World America received so much attention. When MSC World America debuted in 2025, it wasn't simply another copy of World Europa. MSC had spent years listening to passenger feedback from both European and North American travelers. Instead of creating a ship designed primarily for Europe, they built one specifically for American cruisers. The result? A ship that kept MSC's modern European design while adding familiar experiences many Americans expect from today's megaships. That included venues like the All-Stars Sports Bar, an expanded comedy lounge called The Loft, and even the first onboard Italy restaurant at sea. The ship also introduced several entertainment concepts tailored specifically for the North American market, while retaining the 7-district layout that helps spread guests throughout the vessel. Reviewers generally praised the ship's impressive entertainment lineup, wide dining selection, attractive public spaces, and competitive pricing compared with other megaships sailing the Caribbean. However, it wasn't perfect. Even highly rated ships have weaknesses. One of the most common observations from reviewers wasn't actually about the ship itself, it was about the crowds. With nearly 7,000 passengers at maximum capacity, World America can feel incredibly busy during sea days, especially around the pools, buffet, and promenade. Several reviewers noted that while the ship is beautiful, it rarely feels quiet unless you're staying in Yacht Club or intentionally seeking less crowded areas. Another criticism involved the sheer size of the ship. Some guests loved having endless choices. Others felt there was almost too much happening at once. It could take several days just to figure out where everything was. There were also smaller comments regarding cabin bathrooms, attraction restrictions, and the challenge of navigating such a massive vessel during peak hours. But here's the interesting part: MSC has a history of quietly improving every new ship in the same class. They rarely build exact copies. Instead, they refine them. Which brings us to World Atlantic. MSC World Atlantic is scheduled to enter service in late 2027 from Port Canaveral, Florida, becoming the 4th ship in MSC's World Class after World Europa, World America, and World Asia. Just like its sister ships, it will exceed 215,000 gross tons and carry over 6,700 passengers. It will also feature the signature 7-district concept that divides the ship into different neighborhoods to reduce congestion and help guests discover experiences based on their interests. But MSC isn't marketing this as just another world-class ship. Instead, they're describing it as a blend of European style and American comfort, suggesting that lessons learned from World America are being carried even further. That wording alone tells us something important. MSC believes World America was successful. They're not starting over, they're building upon it. Here's where things become really interesting. According to the information MSC has already released, World Atlantic will introduce completely new venues created specifically for the North American market. That means even guests who have already sailed World America won't simply experience the same ship with different artwork. They'll have new places to eat, new spaces to explore, and even new accommodation options unavailable on previous world-class ships. This follows a pattern MSC has been using for years. Think about it. World Europa introduced the concept. World America refined it. Now World Atlantic appears to be evolving it once again. That's exactly what cruise lines like Royal Caribbean have done with ships like Oasis, Harmony, Symphony, Wonder, and Icon. Each new vessel learns from passenger feedback gathered over millions of guest nights. MSC seems to be following that same strategy, and if they continue improving crowd management, dining flow, entertainment scheduling, and guest comfort, World Atlantic may end up becoming the most polished version of the world-class concept yet. So, if you place these two ships side by side today, would they actually look different? Surprisingly, not by much. Both ships are nearly identical in size. Both feature 7 themed districts, but that's where the similarities begin to end, because the real competition isn't about who has the bigger water slides, it's about who delivers the better overall cruise experience. And that's where World Atlantic has a real opportunity to pull ahead. If there's one area where MSC has been improving at an impressive pace, it's food. Older MSC ships were often criticized for inconsistent buffet quality and slow dining room service. But World America showed just how much the cruise line has evolved. The ship features 13 dining venues, including 6 specialty restaurants, with standout additions like the first Italy at Sea, the Greek restaurant Paxos, Butcher's Cut Steakhouse, Kaito Sushi and Teppanyaki, and Hola Tacos and Cantina. MSC also expanded its quick service options after learning that American guests prefer more grab-and-go choices and faster meal service than many European cruisers. So where does World Atlantic fit into the picture? According to MSC, World Atlantic will retain many of these guest favorites, including Butcher's Cut and Kaito, but will continue the brand's philosophy of blending European flavors with American comfort. The company is also teasing eclectic bars, lounges, and dining venues, suggesting that additional concepts or refreshed venues may be introduced before launch. Now, it's important to be realistic. MSC hasn't revealed every restaurant yet, so anyone claiming that World Atlantic has better food is simply guessing. What we can say is this: every new world-class ship has introduced meaningful dining refinements rather than simply copying its predecessor. If that trend continues, World Atlantic could easily become MSC's strongest culinary offering yet. Years ago, entertainment wasn't usually the reason people booked an MSC cruise. Today, that's changing. World America dramatically expanded its entertainment lineup with Broadway-style productions in the World Theater, concert-style performances in Luna Park Arena, themed experiences inside the Panorama Lounge, pop-up entertainment throughout the ship, and adults-only venues like The Loft featuring comedy, karaoke, and dueling pianos. Many reviewers praise the variety. Instead of relying on one large theater, entertainment is spread throughout the ship. There's almost always something happening, and that's exactly what MSC appears to be continuing with World Atlantic. Official previews promise live music, Broadway-style productions, aerial performances, Latin music venues, comedy shows, and entertainment spread across multiple districts instead of being concentrated in one location. That may sound like a small detail, but it actually changes how the ship feels. Rather than everyone rushing to the same venue at the same time, guests naturally disperse throughout the ship. That helps reduce congestion and makes the entire cruise feel more energetic. Families have become one of MSC's fastest-growing markets. World America already offers one of the largest family areas in the fleet. The harbor features water slides, splash zones, climbing attractions, a ropes course, bumper cars, cliffhanger, the only overwater swing ride at sea, and one of MSC's biggest dorm island kids clubs. Fortunately, those attractions aren't going anywhere. World Atlantic will continue offering Cliffhanger, the harbor, the ropes course, extensive kids clubs, aqua parks, and family entertainment across the dedicated Family Aventura district. MSC has also highlighted the clubhouse as a central family hangout, featuring bumper cars, roller skating, pickleball, Lego play areas, and even a retro-style soda pop bar. That last addition is especially interesting. Instead of only building attractions for younger children, MSC appears to be creating spaces where entire families, including teenagers and adults, can spend time together. That's a subtle change, but one many multi-generational families will appreciate. One of MSC's greatest competitive advantages isn't actually found on the main ship. It's Yacht Club. Often described as a ship within a ship, Yacht Club provides private restaurants, an exclusive lounge, dedicated sun decks, premium suites, butler service, concierge assistance, priority embarkation, and other luxury amenities, while still giving guests access to everything else on board. Cruise reviewers frequently compare Yacht Club to luxury cruise lines because of the personalized service it delivers. For travelers who love large ships but dislike large crowds, it's arguably one of the best premium values in cruising. World Atlantic will continue offering the full Yacht Club experience. Although MSC hasn't announced major redesigns, the company has emphasized the same luxury positioning that has helped Yacht Club earn such a loyal following. So, if you're wondering whether Yacht Club will remain one of the biggest reasons to choose MSC, the answer appears to be yes. Cabins are another area where expectations should remain realistic. World Atlantic isn't expected to reinvent cabin design. Instead, MSC is likely to refine layouts based on guest feedback gathered from World Europa and World America. That has been MSC's approach with previous ships: small improvements, better functionality, more polished details. Rather than completely redesigning every stateroom, that's actually good news, because World America's cabins already received generally positive reviews for their modern styling, comfortable beds, and thoughtful storage. Although some reviewers noted that standard bathrooms could feel compact compared with those on certain competing cruise lines. If MSC addresses even a few of those minor concerns, World Atlantic could offer the best cabins of any world-class ship so far. When you look at everything together, a pattern starts to emerge. World Europa introduced the concept, World America adapted it for North American travelers, and World Atlantic appears ready to polish it even further. Notice what MSC isn't doing. They're not throwing away successful ideas. They're keeping the attractions guests already love, then adding refinements based on years of passenger feedback. That's exactly how some of the world's most successful cruise classes have evolved over time. And if MSC continues listening to its guests, World Atlantic may end up feeling less like a brand new experiment and more like the finished version of everything the company has been building toward. At this point, you might be wondering, should you sail on MSC World America now or hold off until World Atlantic arrives? The answer really depends on what kind of cruiser you are. If you're planning a Caribbean vacation within the next year or two, there's little reason to wait. World America already represents the most refined MSC cruise experience currently available. It combines modern design, a wide range of dining options, family-friendly attractions, and the luxury of Yacht Club into one impressive package. Reviews from both cruise critics and guests consistently describe it as one of the strongest ships MSC has ever launched. On the other hand, if your cruise plans are more flexible and you're looking ahead to late 2027 or beyond, World Atlantic could be worth considering. Why? Because cruise lines almost always learn from their newest ships. Every guest survey, every online review, every operational challenge, they all provide valuable feedback that shapes the next vessel. MSC has followed this pattern with many of its previous ship classes, introducing refinements rather than dramatic redesigns. If that continues, World Atlantic could benefit from 2 years of real-world experience operating World America. That doesn't guarantee it will be better, but it certainly gives it the opportunity. So, what are the biggest reasons to be excited? First, there's the possibility of new dining concepts and refreshed venues. While MSC hasn't revealed the full lineup yet, the company has confirmed that World Atlantic will feature exclusive experiences created specifically for this ship, continuing the tradition of giving each world-class vessel its own identity. Second, there's the chance that MSC will further improve guest flow. Managing nearly 7,000 passengers is no easy task, and even small adjustments to venue layouts, entertainment scheduling, or public spaces can make a noticeable difference in how crowded a ship feels. Third, there's technology. Modern cruise ships continue to evolve with better mobile apps, digital planning tools, faster internet connectivity, and more seamless embarkation processes. While MSC hasn't announced every technical enhancement for World Atlantic, it's reasonable to expect continued improvements in these areas as onboard technology advances. And finally, there's the excitement that comes with sailing a brand new ship. For many cruise enthusiasts, being among the first passengers aboard a new vessel is part of the adventure. Everything feels fresh. The decor is pristine. The crew is eager to make a great first impression, and there's a certain thrill in experiencing a ship before millions of other guests have walked its decks. That said, it's important to separate confirmed facts from speculation. Because World Atlantic hasn't entered service yet, no independent reviewer has sailed on the ship. That means no one can honestly claim that its food is better, or that its entertainment is superior, or that its cabins are more comfortable. Those conclusions simply can't be made yet. What we can evaluate are MSC's design philosophy, the official features announced so far, and the company's track record of improving each successive ship. Based on those factors, there's good reason to believe World Atlantic will build on the strengths of World America rather than reinventing the formula. But the true test won't come until the first paying guests step on board and begin sharing their experiences. So, will MSC World Atlantic be even better than World America? Based on everything we've seen so far, it certainly has the potential. potential. World America has already set a very high standard for MSC cruises. It successfully blended European elegance with features tailored for North American travelers, earning praise for its entertainment, dining variety, family attractions, and value. World Atlantic appears poised to take that foundation and refine it even further. If MSC delivers on its promises, introducing meaningful new venues, improving guest flow, and continuing to enhance the onboard experience, it could very well become the flagship of the world-class fleet. But until guests actually sail on her, World America remains the benchmark. For now, it's less a question of whether World Atlantic will be better and more a question of how much better it can become. Speaking of MSC ships that continue to surprise cruisers, not every great MSC vacation has to be aboard the newest mega ship. Some of the cruise line's older vessels still offer incredible value, unique itineraries, and experiences that many travelers overlook. If you've ever wondered whether booking an older MSC ship is still a smart choice, you'll definitely want to watch our video, MSC Fantasia Class, still worth booking in 2026? We take a closer look at what these ships still do exceptionally well, and why they might be a better fit for some cruisers than the newest megaships. What do you think? Will MSC World Atlantic become the new king of MSC's fleet? Or has World America already set the bar too high? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear which ship you'd choose and why. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more cruise news, ship comparisons, and travel guides, and share this video with friends or family who are planning their next cruise. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Happy cruising!